Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 12 of the Dark Souls 2 version 1.0 full playthrough, not necessarily a walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we're going to go through the Gutter and Black Gulch. The Gutter is Dark Souls 2's version of Blighttown, which was Dark Souls 1's version of Valley of Defilement on steroids. So the Gutter is interesting. In Scholar of the First Sin, or rather in the Gutter, there are a great number of sconces or torches or candles, whatever, that you want to light, or that you can light. However, lighting all of them doesn't do anything. In Scholar of the First Sin, however, it allows you to be invaded by a specific NPC invader which drops an armor set. But in vanilla, it doesn't do anything, so we're not going to worry about it. I am going to light most of them just because the place is pitch black and it helps a lot, but there's no like gameplay purpose in 1.0 to light all the torches. And then Black Gulch does have some interesting areas that we'll get to, as well as a key that we want to pick up. Okay, I'll show you my stats. Currently level 105 with 800,000 soul memory. 37 Vigor, 34 Endurance, 14 Vitality, 4 Attunement, 20 Strength, 22 Dex, 18 Adaptability, 3 Intelligence, 6 Faith, and I'm using a Santir Spear plus 3. Okay, so we did the Grave of Saints in the previous section, the previous video, so now it's time to go to the Gutter. Let's warp to the Upper Gutter Bonfire. I do want to give a quick shout out to YouTuber Jeff Hoon. 3 weeks ago, this person commented on my Scholar of the First Sin walkthrough, letting me know that I was wasting points after getting the Santir Spear. I was wasting points putting them into Strength and Dex, and I didn't actually know that. So thank you very much, Jeff. I'm going to reply to your comment, because I have kept it in mind this entire time. Yeah, so thank you. All right, so here we are in the Gutter. We got here from Grave of Saints. And like I said, there are a number of braziers that you want to light. You don't have to in 1.0. There's no point except to help light the way. And this is like yet another instance of Dark Souls 2's original lighting engine having been removed and the game still being completely playable without it. However, I think that it's kind of nice. Like, this area is balanced around you having a torch. There's really no super strong enemies here. There is a Hide Knight here in Scholar. I'm not really sure if it's here in 1.0. We're going to find that out together. But, yeah, the rest of it's just Dreglings and, like, some weird rat kind of enemies. But really nothing crazy. Okay. So, this place is a maze. Yep, as evidenced by that. But most of the time when you fall, you can get back to where you were pretty easily, just with a little bit of time. And then I'm going to just pump the volume in my headphones. You can often hear, like, breathing as you're walking around this area, and that breathing usually stems from these like big rat creature enemies. Alright, so we have to jump here. You do want to be careful of the Dreglings with torches, because, oh god, I didn't realize he had a weapon. You want to be careful of the Dreglings with torches, because they can kind of overrun you. The braziers are kind of hard to see in 1.0, especially on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Like, the textures are just so smooth that they kind of blend in. And you can see the muck running down the walls, which I think is a pretty nice touch. Get yourself a torch. I'm ready to come up here. And then if I'm not mistaken, this room requires a key. Or there's a door in this room that requires a key. Yes. Okay, so we do not have the key to open that door. We're going to get that key in Black Gulch, and we'll come back here. Provided I remember. Like, I literally, in my head, just said, you're not going to remember that. But we'll see if I do. Okay. Alright. So when you get to spots that you, like, kind of have to drop down into, you really want to make sure you can really tell what you're doing. And you also want to make sure that you're not about to run into enemies. So do your best to look down and look around the room that you're about to drop into to make sure you don't get ambushed. Like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be like a lot of breathing. And that breathing is these enemies right here, these weird dogs that have a lot of poise and deal a decent amount of damage, which is always hard to anticipate in Dark Souls 2 because you have so much poise. And nothing really matters. Maybe he'll fall. You want to fall, bro? No? You're not into falling today? You roll out of the way and it still clips you. You gotta love it. So having flame butterflies is incredibly helpful. This way, you don't have to worry about, like, trying... Oh, come on. So you don't have to worry about trying to find, like, a nearby brazier to relight your torch. Flame butterflies just kind of take care of it for you. Dark Pyromancy Flame and Rotten Pine Resin. Dark Pyromancy Flame is, of course, used for pyromancy, similar to Dark Souls 1. I did find it interesting in Elden Ring that they changed pyromancies to miracles. Admittedly, I'm not a fan of that change. But, you know, it's okay. I feel like it kind of makes sense, but there were a lot of really good pyromancies in that game, and, like, scaling with faith just felt weird. Oh. Okay, we're gonna give up the ladder. That was a little cheap. Okay. So you really got to watch out for the statues because they will spit poison at you. Oh, shit. Not a big deal. I was really just looking for a brazier. But I guess it's not there. So yeah, the statues will spit poison at you, and they are quite frustrating. Not the end of the world, though. You just kind of got to watch out for them. Okay, good. All right, moving on. Drop here. And then you can see this big dog dude here. He will likely drop off. I should have lit the torch. I mean, if I could kill him while he's up there, that'd be super great. Nope. No, we got him. I would rather have killed him and waste a flame butterfly than have to eat it, you know? Alright, so these guys explode. Just be very careful around them. You don't want to eat it if you don't have to. Alright, we'll cross the bridge. I like how quiet it is in this zone. It's very much the underbelly of this area of the game. Okay, so I saw the dog. I'm deliberately attempting to avoid him. Alright, I'm going to light this torch, and then we're going to deal with the dog. Yo, what just dealt damage to me? What the hell was that? Where did that damage come from? Like, I know it wasn't the poison because the poison doesn't deal damage. It just builds the meter. Sweet Jesus, man. Nice, some black fire bombs. Okay. All right, one of the cool things about this zone is there's actually like some pretty big zip lines that we get to ride eventually. So we'll find that a little later. I'm trying to be very careful of the poison spit. Really don't want to run into that if you can avoid it. It's funny, there's draglings like hanging onto that wall there. Interesting. Anyway. All right, I believe... Oh, God. I knew that could happen. Is there anywhere for me to light here? Of course, he's guarding it. Whatever. I'll sacrifice a little bit of health. No invincibility there, huh? I'm getting no love. Is there a ladder back up? The reason I ask is because I really hate this jump. All right. So I'm going to heal up. Just triple check for a ladder. All right. So these statues are going to spit poison at us. I only have radiant life gems. Whatever. All right. So there's the other bonfire. Which is helpful. Okay, like that. Some of these walls are breakable. There you go. Okay, that's where we just came from. Cool. All right, so believe it or not, we're actually at the end. However, we're not done. So this section near the bonfire has like a lot of ladders that go down, but we are not done. Not by a long shot. There's still like an entire half of this area that we haven't seen yet. Just be very careful as you're walking around here. You don't want to accidentally fall down. I feel like that dung pie is literally just a nod to Blighttown. Oops. I'm just trying to avoid the dog so I can light a torch somewhere. I see one in the distance. All right. Cool. Oh my god! This area sucks. It sucks. Alright. It's okay. It's really not that big of a deal. We didn't really lose any progress. Just frustrating. Alright. So, in this area... Oh my god. So, believe it or not, this thing looks big and scary. This big ant. It's really like a tick or something. And you would think that like this mist is doing something to you. But you'll notice that it's not. Like you can stand in it, it's not corrosive. What it's actually doing, however, is let's see if we can get poisoned really quick. What it's actually doing... Can I get poisoned, please? So what it actually does is it cures poison. So if you stand in it, it cures your poison. So it's actually friendly, which is weird. It's big and gross. You can kill it if you like. I think it might reward something, and we will kill it, but it's just an interesting little mechanic. There's another mechanic like this in Dark Souls 2, specifically within the DLC. It's actually a tree that heals you. It's very hard to find. I may have actually missed it during my Scholar of the First Sin playthrough. But, yeah, interesting nonetheless. And that tree in Shulva is oftentimes something that, like, people will post a picture of it on Reddit, like, you know, I bet you didn't know this was here. And it's really, really hidden. But I always just forget about it. Okie doke. So that is the Ant Queen, or Tick Queen, whatever you want to call it. I'm just trying to see if there's a way back up. Otherwise, we may have to warp back. Yeah. Okay, so because we fell... I believe we're going to have to warp back. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is the way. Nah, this still leads down. Oh my god, dude, the damage! Look at the damage, look at the damage. Okay. Yeah, so because we fell, we're going to have to make our way back another way. And so what we have to do is we need to get back up there, which will require us to warp. So kind of frustrating that we fell, but it's okay. Doesn't matter too much. So let's go back to the upper gutter bonfire. Chances are this actually happened in Scholar, too. I always manage to fall at least once. Okay. Gotta go that way. Yeah, so basically what's going to happen is we're going to make our way, like, all the way back around to this bonfire. How did I miss that? Oh, because I fell. Please. Jesus. Oh, God. Holy shit. It's just, like, impressive. Like, somebody hits you with a dirk and takes 45% of your life. Just, like, I feel like it doesn't make sense. How, Sway? How? I'm gonna run. Yep. Where the hell did you come from? I'm just going to take this guy out because I know he's going to come back to haunt me. Alright. So we lit this. Don't need to jump that. We need to fall. Alright, so on the surface here, we need to be careful because there are going to be pools of effectively oil, if you can think of it. And in these pools of oil... Oh. Wow, okay. Please don't kill me. Anyway, in these... Oh, this guy has a raw weapon or mundane. In the pools of oil are going to be these creatures. And the creatures sort of like live in the oil, and you need to light them on fire. The easiest way to do that is with poison arrows. Okay. Yeah, we should come back around. I feel like there's a mimic here in Scholar. Maybe those things were only added in Scholar. Okay, I took no fall damage from that, even though I thought I was going to die. So that's cool. Thanks, I guess. Is there really no purpose here? Melinda the Butcher. Where are you at, Melinda? Melinda Gates. Yeah, I feel like in Scholar, on this floor right here, are those pools, but maybe not. All right, so Melinda the Butcher. If you've played Demon Souls, This is a play on Meralda, the Executioner, or Executioner Meralda. And then in Dark Souls 1, there's an NPC in Blighttown that shows up that will help you fight Quelaag. What is her name? Why can't I remember that NPC's name? It might be Executioner. No, it's not Executioner Meralda. Maneater Mildred. And, like, there's always a woman with a big weapon, usually an axe or a big sword, in Souls games that will invade you somewhere. In Elden Ring, she actually invades you several times, which I thought was funny. But she's been around since Demon Souls. She appears as an NPC in Demon Souls with a really sinister laugh that, like, is really spooky. And then in Dark Souls 1, she's just an invader and then a friendly. So yeah, in Scholar, I believe there's a Hide Knight along this path here. And he's got like a feather in his cap. He's like a special Hide Knight. Anyway, we're back at the bonfire here, like I mentioned. You kind of get to circle around. So what we're going to do now is we're basically going to follow the path that we were on before. This time we're just not going to fall. Simple, right? Ugh. Gross. Okay. Oh, god damn it. What just dealt damage to me? It's same thing, same exact place. Nothing is hitting me. What dealt damage? Like, I understand that the dog is hitting me there, but it didn't hit me the other 2 times. So weird. Alright. I seem to be missing something here. That is how to get over to that bridge. Is it a fall I need to take? Yeah, I need to fall here. Ugh. Good sound. That's a good vomit sound. It's legit disgusting. Nice. Take a chunk. Okay. Yeah, here we go. I'm not going to mess with that too far. Maybe this is where the Hide Knight is. Dear God. I'm going to light this then two-hand. much easier. There you go. Really hoping this isn't a mimic. No. Ring of the Evil Eye. Although we already have Ring of the Evil Eye +1. Yeah, that Hide Knight is definitely added in Scholar. Oh, that's cool. The Bandit Great Axe. Oh my god, you're actually shitting me. Oh my god. I would have been so pissed. Alright, so this is the zip line I was referring to. But there's another torch here. We may have to come back around. There's a statue here, and yep, don't want to get poisoned. That's nice, 2 flame butterflies. Kind of replenishes my stock a little bit. Okay, yeah, we gotta come back around. Which is fine. Alright, let's go down, down the zip line. Whee! So yeah, that is the only way to light this torch. Alright, and then just want to make sure I'm being efficient here, not like wasting time. Alright. Alright, that breaks. then we'd have to come back up here anyway. Shit. I don't understand. Like, sometimes these guys have no health, sometimes they have all the health. Anyway. Okay. It's like legit hard to tell like which way is which. Okay. This is the way. But up here is not anything. It was just the treasure chest. Right. We went here. Go here. Okay. Across this bridge. This is where we fell before. Right. I'm gonna see something. I want to see if I could shoot this out. Just because I really can't tell where it breaks. No. Who throws that far? Okay. So there's one torch left. I'm deliberately leaving it because I want to try to walk straight back across the bridge. Is it a booby trap? No. The Wicked Eye Great Shield. I believe that's actually... so Dark Souls 2 had a contest, actually, for people to send in either weapon or shield designs. And I believe that's one of them. The Wicked Eye Shield. I do believe that's one of the fan designs. Dark Souls 2 had a really cool marketing effort. Okay. So that's all of the torches. I'm not going to drop again because I don't want to deal with that dog if I can help it. Thank you. Oh, somebody just fell. But the bonfire is around here somewheres. It's over there. Right. Okay. Cool. How did that hit me? All right. Let's go back to the bonfire, and then we will start lighting the bottom floors. Okay. Whew. So we're not done yet. We're close. And Black Gulch is quite short, although there is stuff to do there. Okay. Let's go ahead and light our torch again. And having the Santier Spear here or Repair Powder for a regular weapon is like really, really helpful. Because even though like you're dealing with Draglings and like the dogs, really, you're not doing much else, everything can still deal a lot of damage to you. So it's like really important that you are careful. That ladder's death. Be very careful when going down ladders in this section. I admittedly don't have them memorized, so we're going to be doing a little bit of trial and error here. Okay. And, like, even though that looks like a platform we should jump to, like, try to be smart about it, because some of them you can just get to from other angles. That said, there is an area that has to be obtained via jump. So I'm going to try to be careful. Yeah, it's those pots right there, actually. I don't think there's a way there. Yes, there is. The Great Club. Alright. Be careful down here. There are enemies. And again, if you've lit all the torches in Scholar of the First Sin, when you get down here, you'll get invaded. Alright, so these pots are a little special. They contain acid that will degrade your gear, so you gotta be careful. You want to try to hit them from a distance. Luckily, we have the Santier Spear, so worst case, it breaks our armor, or our rings. Rings are expensive to repair, so you don't want to like deal with that if you don't have to. Before we head into that cave, which does lead to Black Gulch, I am going to take a quick look around to make sure we haven't missed anything. I don't think we have, but yeah, I think we're good. All right. Phew. Let me just go up here. Look at that little booty boogie. Yeah. Okay, good. We're good. Let's see where this one leads. I think it just leads to a platform. Yep. All right. Good. We're good to go. Okay. So before we enter the Black Gulch, we want to turn left. So let's drop in here. Light this. I think this is technically the final one. Get ourselves a fragrant branch of yore. Just want to make sure. Nothing else. Yep. Okay. Cool. So, Black Gulch is an interesting area. It's filled with poison statues, so if you don't have any moss, you're not screwed, but you're gonna have a hard time. But there's a bonfire right here. Oops. All right. Oh, why do I still have the cat ring? Yeah, let's do that. All right. So Black Gulch is real interesting. There's a million poison statues, so again, having this a weapon like the Santir Spear that can't degrade is really helpful, or just having repair powder handy is also very, very helpful. So there's only a couple different enemy types in Black Gulch. And there are specific points that you want to jump off the cliffs. If you look closely down ahead, you can see a couple places that you can land. Alright, so unfortunately, Gutter 1.0 made a liar out of me, but these are the poison pits, or the tar pits I was telling you about. If you look closely, you can actually see the enemies already coming out of them. So if you light the pits on fire, you'll notice that their health bars just start depleting automatically. This is very helpful to you. There is not one in every single pit, however, they are in most, so you want to do your best. If you approach the pit, you'll end up, the enemy will like fly out, which isn't great. So you want to do your best to take care of them. Okay. Now in Scholar, there is an invader. Oh, please. There is an invader who actually shows up here like multiple times. Oh my god, the stun. That was obscene. Drop large shards, so like the treasure is good. Anyway, that was like unbelievable. All right, so you can see here that there's like a cliff right there, right? So that indicates like, hey, we're probably going to need to get to that point at some point. All right, so in addition to the statues and the little tar monster things, you have these rock worms. And they go side to side. So you want to do your best to just sort of bait them into doing whatever. And then go ahead and get some attacks in. They have no poise, because it's Dark Souls 2, so just gotta do your best. Oh my god. We're gonna take care of these statues real quick. There you go. Do your thing. Okay. All right. So... trying to think of the most efficient way to do this. So we got a poison, or a tar pit here. A tar pit here. You don't want to get too close to the tar pit even while it's ticking down, because the hand enemies can come out of the tar pit and they'll end up chasing you, and they only take damage while they're in the flaming tar pit. I mean, you can kill them normally, but they will only take that sort of fire damage while they're in the pit. Now, there is one pit in particular that you need to be very careful of. And that's because the pit is actually guarding... oh my god. The pit is actually guarding a treasure chest. Right. So if you were to light this pit on fire, what would end up happening is that the treasure chest would break. Wait. That has a buckle on it. That's not a mimic? Mimics in Dark Souls 2, I remember being very odd. Not even close. Holy shit. Maybe it's a booby trap? Nope, just a regular old... okay, whatever. I swear to God, I can't win. Alright. So... I'm trying to preserve arrows because I really don't have any fire arrows left. Not that I particularly need fire arrows specifically, but I'm just trying to be careful. There we go. I knew I had a feeling there was going to be at least one more. Okay. No. Okay. So, all right. Let's be like ultra safe here. And we're going to unlock a bonfire. So, what we're going to do is we're going to follow this little ledge here. Oh, this is blocked by a statue in Scholar. I think you need a fragrant branch of Yore to get this. Alright, maybe you don't need that in vanilla. In any event, there's a bonfire there, which is very helpful. But we are not done yet. Alright. So like I said, there are places for us to drop off. There's a couple different ones. Oh, it actually burns all the tar away. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Alright, I believe this is one. I hope to God it's one. Yes. Okay. Very good. So this is Lucatiel of Mirrah. We've spoken to her before. If you keep speaking with her, she'll talk to you a bunch, talk about fading memories. Okay. So as long as you talk to her here, that'll progress her quest line. You do need her to survive, I think, 3 boss fights in order to successfully, fully complete her quest line. I know she didn't survive the Smelter Demon. They did give her a 4th appearance in the DLC, but obviously that's not going to help us because this is vanilla. So ultimately, we won't be able to fully complete her quest line, but it's still important that you speak with her there. All right, so before we really go any further, I'm going to equip poison arrows because we need to kill some giants. So we're going to drop here. And then there's going to be a door that we cannot open yet. This door houses Darkdiver Grandahl, who we met in the Shaded Woods, and another portal to the Chasm of the Abyss. So we need to speak to him there, which we'll do after we defeat the Rotten. Actually, no, sorry. We get the key from giants in this area. Okay. Just making sure I'm falling in the right place here. Okay. Cool. So, in this very dark cave, there will be giants. But using poison arrows, we're able to kill them with relative ease. So what we're going to do is we're going to just run and get in here. So they can't enter this little cave. Try as they might. So we get the Ring of Giants +1 and a Petrified Dragon Bone. And then what we're going to do is take out our bow. Start going to work. Hello. That didn't work. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, great. So they're not insanely susceptible to poison, but it does help considerably. And if you don't have poison arrows, you could just fight them normally. Okay. Yeah, I know. There's no real explanation as to why they're down here. Oops. Alright. So while that one ticks away its final few hit points, we can get to work on this one. Wow, that's actually a good hitbox right there. I'm impressed for that being Dark Souls 2. I would fight them, but giants in this game are just tough. They have really big lumbering hurt boxes. Their moves are a little difficult to telegraph because they're so like slow and clunky. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this the whole time. I'm not gonna be greedy and try to chip away the last few hit points with my weapon. I'm just gonna shoot them with poison arrows, and we'll be done. I know this is cheap, but I don't care. How much HP do they have? 2621. Cool, so we get the Forgotten Key and the Soul of a Giant. And then there's another cave on the side here, which is our exit. There is a treasure over here. I really hate getting because of this narrow-ass walkway. 4 silver talismans. Okay. Cool, so just walk into the little cage, and then you'll be brought back up. Okay. And then you're back out here where the tar monsters were. We're not totally done yet, believe it or not. We want to fall down one more time because now we have the key that opens this door. Like I said, inside is Darkdiver Grandahl. So you speak with him a second time. That gives you credit for speaking with him. And then when we speak to him the third time in Drain Lake Castle, that will then open up those portals. So you effectively have to speak to him 3 times and then go back to each location and speak with him again. And then he'll open up the teleporter. It's very, it's a weird system. Basically, it's like you're proving your worth to him by finding him. Like you're seeking out these secrets of the deep, which I think is, it's interesting. All right. Cool. So since we have that key, oh wow, we actually have all of our flasks. That's great. Since we have that key, what we could do is we can go back to the gutter and open a door, and then go back to the well and open a door. But we're gonna kill the boss here first. And the boss of this dungeon, or of this section of the game, is the Rotten. You can summon Lucatiel of Mirrah for this fight. You really don't, unless you are able to successfully complete her quest line. This is one of the 3 that you're gonna successfully do with her, and admittedly, this one is easier than the others. You don't really need to summon her. The Rotten is a fairly easy boss. If you chop off its hand, it'll drop a Pharos Lockstone. I don't know if it's farmable, but it does happen. I've done it once or twice, but you basically have to deal all the damage to the hand and not the body. You just gotta watch out for the fire around the arena, and then you're kind of good. It really just attacks with it's physical attacks. Doesn't really do too much else. Maybe it does an AoE, if I remember correctly. Watch this cutscene. I forget which old one this is supposed to be. Which old one sold the Rotten has. I'd have to look it up. I know Lost Sinner is Artorias? No, not Artorias. 4 Kings, maybe? Witch of Izalith? I don't know. I really have no idea. This thing is sort of like, what is its name? Leechmonger from Demon Souls. Kinda. Alright. The Rotten. So you just want to watch out for its cleaver. Does have successive attacks. Just try to get 1 or 2. I shouldn't have done that hit. Used all my stamina. Yeah. I had no choice but to take that damage. I ran out of stamina. I'm not really in the best position here. Yep, it does have an AoE. Okay. Admittedly, that was some Elden Ring carryover. In Elden Ring, you can turn around and run. Can you do that? Oh, you can, but he does this dumb stop. I really thought that was implemented in Elden Ring. Maybe they just made it a lot smoother in Elden Ring. Oh, I don't remember that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I got caught on a wall. There's no sugarcoating that. It's just weird that, I don't know, you don't really take much fire damage throughout the entirety of Black Gulch, especially when you light the things on fire. But then he does it, and suddenly it's the end of the world. Yeah. All right, let's try this again. I took that damage because I rolled through fire, which really sucks. Ugh. That was less than great. I got stuck in the animation there. That was weird. I keep turning around to run. It's just not happening. Whoa. I really don't remember most of these attacks. I almost got greedy and hit R1 again. Okay, I was a little late on that. I got him. Cool. So that's the Rotten. Not too hard of a boss. Alright, and we get our souls back. And then there's a treasure over here, but you do need to jump over the burning. It's a fire seed. Great treasure. Not. Oh my god, the damage. Jesus. I just don't know what the point of doing damage like that is. Like, it's not interesting. There's a cave exit somewhere in here. There it is. And then the final sublime bone dust is in here. And I want to give a shout out to somebody. So there's a YouTube channel, Wiki Game Guides. The handle is Next Gen Walkthroughs. They have 365,000 subscribers, but they seem to have stopped uploading some time ago. But the person's name is John. And right before I made this particular video, I looked up to see if I was missing any Sublime Bone Dust. His guide came up from 2014. And, yeah, I used it to, like, confirm that this was my last one. So, dude, if you're still out there, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. All right, so we'll light the final primal bonfire. And then we are going to go back to the far fire. Now, a couple things are going to happen. If we attempt to talk to the maiden in green, she will tell us to become the next monarch and go to Dringley Castle. So I'm going to talk to her just to level up, but that's like her spiel, since we have now killed all 4 Great Soul bosses. And if you remember when we were going through Shaded Woods, I told you about the Shrine of Winter, and you needed the 4 Great Souls to enter it. We have those now. Okay. Rest here. We'll burn Sublime Bone Dust. Level up our flask to +5, which is as high as it goes. I'm not sure if in New Game Plus if it goes any higher. It's been a long time since I've gone to New Game Plus in this game. I know in Scholar they added a bunch more. So maybe it does go higher. Okay, so let's do this. So we have the key. Oops. Nope. We have the Forgotten Key. Key tossed into the gutter. Intricately designed, but of unknown origin, all manner of terrible things have been cast into the gutter in Majula, forming a settlement of filth and chaos. Okay, so since we have this, we now can open up a couple doors. The first of which, I mean, we opened up the door that led us to Darkdiver Grandahl, and the portal to the Chasm of the Abyss. The next door that we can open is this one. And if you have the DLC installed, or if you're playing Scholar of the First Sin, the chest in this door, it'll either be a chest or it's on a corpse, will contain the key to the first DLC, which is Sunken City Shulva, which is, in my opinion, one of the greatest zones in all of Dark Souls history. But since this is 1.0, it won't be in here, but there are some goodies. So we get the Soul Vortex miracle, or spell, Witch Tree Branch and Witch Tree Bellvine, which are a catalyst and talisman. And then we get Great Lightning Spear, which is a miracle. Hex was the term I was looking for. Okay. So, let's try it. Wow. Proud of myself on that one. Okay, very good. Oh, maybe we can actually kill this friggin' crystal lizard. So there's another door in... Hello? Yo, what? What is friggin' happening? Oh my god. There's another door that unlocks with the Forgotten Key down in the gutter. So we're going to go grab that. I believe it has Havel's set inside. I may need to quickly look up how to get to it. I know it's on a ledge, but God knows I may not be able to remember. But we'll take a look. Man, that crystal lizard is cursed. I deliberately one-handed to, like, get it, too. Like, I was really trying to be smart about it, but it said no. I will say I do not feel motion sickness after playing this time. Oh, shit. Token of Spite. Token of Spite is for the Blood Wraith Covenant. Not Blood Wraith. Covenant of Blood. I don't know. Maya Alva guy. I don't know. Taya Alva. The short dude after Executioner's Chariot. Okay, anyway. Oh, God, I hate you. Okay. Alrighty. Back in the Gutter. The upper gutter. The door is over there. The upper gutter. I don't know why I haven't been saying that the entire time. It's a very funny way of saying it. I'm just going to take these guys out just to be safe. Is it back here? Yeah. Don't forget about that statue on the floor. Okay. So there's a bunch of statues in here. Just be ready. So you're just going to end up poisoned. Just accept it. Okay. Ooh. This is overkill. I'm just doing this to be, like, really safe. Okay. If memory serves, this is Havel's set. Yep. For some reason, Havel's armor is in this game. I don't know. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly look up to see if the Forgotten Key can be used anywhere else. Forgotten Key, DS2. Black Gulch, Gutter. Yeah. And the door in the well. Scholar of the First Sin. This room will also contain a corpse carrying the Dragon Talon. Cool. So we're done. I believe I've lit every torch. Unfortunately, there's no way to know in vanilla because nothing happens if you light all of them, so it doesn't matter. I guess the best thing to do is just Homeward Bone. Get that off there. Okay. So, made a lot of progress. Doing the gutter just takes a while. It's not that exciting. I think it's a fairly cool area, though. But yeah, so that's it. Now, the game is going to get a bit more linear. In the next section, we're going to go to Drangleic Castle. We're going to go through the Shrine of Winter, go through Drangleic Castle. Drangleic Castle is big. There's no sugarcoating that. Has a couple bosses. One of them it actually has bosses that are very good to talk about in terms of design and presentation of Dark Souls 2. But yeah, we'll go through all of Drangleic Castle, and then we will take it from there. And then after that is one of the worst areas in Dark Souls 2. One of the prettiest areas in Souls history, but one of the worst designed areas in Souls history, and that is the Shrine of Amana. It is brutal in vanilla. Oh my god, is it bad. It is really, really bad in vanilla. Don't think I can upgrade this. No, I don't have enough Twinkling Titanite. I need to find more Twinkling Titanite. Cloanne sells it, but only after a certain point. Twinkling. You can spend 20k with her and she'll give you one. And after you obtain the King's Ring, she starts selling. She sells 3 of them for 15k each. The King's Ring is in the crypt. It was a cool area. Let's just try to look this up really quick. Twinkling Titanite. 3 sold by Cloanne, an additional 1 after spending 20k. Can be traded, but that's random. 1 inside the chest Blacksmith McDuff sits on in his workshop. Dead Body Earthen Peak, Iron Keep. Shaded Ruins. Doors of Pharos, we got that one. Oh, we can actually get one right now. I don't think we got this corpse. There's 2 in Drain Lake Castle. The gutter in the middle of a level of a tower reachable by jumping off a narrow ledge. I got that. It was the one that I thought was a mimic. Yeah, okay, so we got one there. We got the one in the gutter. Sweet Jesus. Oh, I got this one already. Oh, God. Alright, you got that. I thought I didn't get that one. God damn it. Alright. Shrine of Amana, Shrine of Amana, Drain Lake Castle, Dragonary, Memory of Jay. Alright. We'll get more later. Santier's Spear. I'm just trying to see how many we need. Factual Life doesn't do a great job of telling you how many materials you need to level something up. Yeah, it really doesn't do much. Like, it really doesn't tell you how many you need to fully upgrade. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just not clear. So I need 9 more. I need 9 more Twinkling Titanite. I don't know if I'm going to find all that. Well, no, there's a lot in Dragonary, but a lot of them are locked in Crystal Lizards, which I'm terrible at farming. As evidenced by this video. Okay, so that is going to be it. In the next video, we're going to go to Drain Lake Castle, which is cool. But lots to talk about there in terms of vanilla Dark Souls 2. It'll be a long video. It may take like an hour and a half to get all the way through it, but it's cool. There's a lot there. It's a really neat area. Cool, interesting ideas that really have not been replicated in the series since. So there's that to look forward to. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 2 Vanilla 1.0, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.